So Varnies, when you're here this afternoon, I'm not going to be. I'm going to be at a meeting. So we're going to be working on a quick, easy kaleidoscope using materials in the classroom, just to give you an idea of some of the types of things you can do for your project. Now, be aware, this is not your project. You are not handing in the kaleidoscope that we do today. This is something that you're going to work on just in class. It's a cool idea that you're going to get a chance to try out, but you will make your own optical instrument for the project. In order to create this kaleidoscope, each group is going to need a roll of tape, a ruler. You will need a pattern to draw your circle. Each person is going to need a pair of scissors, a piece of white cardstock, which you will create your disc from. You're going to need a piece of colored cardstock that you're going to use to create your triangular prism. You will need a piece of reflective tape. It doesn't look like tape, but it actually is. The backing comes off and it's sticky. And you will need a pencil or a drinking straw. Not too many materials, but make sure you have what you need before you try to get started.
We're going to start out with toilet paper tubes or a paper towel tube that you're just going to cut in half. We're going to need some cardstock, and we're going to need this really wonderful foil tape. Okay, so there you go, my dear. First thing we need is to trace around this circle. So you're going to trace around that circle. Yeah, should be a circle. Trace around the circle when you're done. Now your choice, you can decorate now, or you can wait until the end to decorate. Entirely up to you. So I'm gonna make my circle. Obviously your circle doesn't have to be perfect. We're not worried about that. Okay. Then we need a ruler. And what you need is to trace the ruler 3 times side by side. So 1 and 2 and then 3. Okay. It's okay. You won't even notice it when we're done. Now I want you to cut that section off, because we are going to flip it over and we're going to attach the foil tape like that. So you're going to cut that circle part off.
So like that?
I would do a little bit wider, but yes. Perfect. Now you want to flip it face down, and you want to take the foil tape and get the cardboard off the back. It's a little bit tricky to get the cardboard off the back. But it will come off, but it definitely is tricky. See, once you get the edge off.
Can you put your nail in? Yeah, good.
Feel the part.
Beautiful.
And you're going to line it up. And make sure you've got it lined up to the edge where you made your lines. Smooth down.
once you've got it pretty smooth, it's okay if it's a little wrinkly, don't worry about it. You're then gonna see how long your tube is. And you're gonna trim this to the length of the tube. Okay, now it seems counterintuitive. Like maybe this isn't what we should do, but we're gonna look at the section. This is the extra. This is where the ruler parts are. We're actually going to cut it apart on those lines. And we're going to end up with 3 long, skinny mirror rectangles. Obviously that's my extra, not that one. So it's gonna be these. It's gonna end up with 3 skinny mirror rectangles. So now you're going to put your rectangles face down, and you're going to start taping them because we want something that looks a lot like a triangular prism. Just tape up the edge, line them up next to each other. And tape it together. And then make sure once it's taped that you can get it to fold.
Wow, cool. See how she does it on one side and then connects it flat on the next side.
Makes it
Instead of both at the same time, it's sometimes easier to do that.
And you want them close together, but not so close that it won't bend. This one is better because it's close together. You don't see a lot. This one is a little too far apart. So then you just gently take it apart and retape it. And we're never going for perfect. We're going for close enough.
Yeah, especially with the kaleidoscope. It's just gonna look pretty no matter what.
That's it. Looks beautiful no matter what. And we're just not that fussy. And then the last one, you need to put a piece of tape and then you're going to fold it into that triangular prism shape. You can make these with real mirror if you happen to have long skinny mirror. I don't. With extra tape on the edge. You're not going to fold it in because that will make it blurry. You're going to cut it off.
Oh, Bob's gone.
But this is good for me to see because the kids I'm doing it with are 5th graders. So
A neighbor's in
a
6th.
little bit more capable.
It's pretty mirror-esque.
Okay, so then what you do is you slide this into the tube. And then we're going to get back to the disc that we left. And we have to decorate our disc so we will be able to see beautiful shapes and colors in our kaleidoscope. So we want to take the disc and we're going to put a hole right in the middle, about pencil size. The one I made in school as a model, I used a drinking straw. You can use a drinking straw or you can use a pencil, whatever you happen to have. All right, so the next step is we must color and make it beautiful. I like to break mine up into quadrants. You do not have to do it this way. You can do it any way you want.
If I were gonna make it fancier, I'd use glitter. I love glitter. And I would use sequins and I would use rhinestones, but we're not gonna get crazy today.
You aren't.
But for your project that you are going to turn in a month, you could make a very similar kaleidoscope and zhuzh it up more.
Yeah, we have all those things. I think I'm gonna have a bunch of those diamond art pieces left over.
Yes.
Look at her color combo. Ooh. Yeah.
I really like the idea of the glitter or the rhinestones, but I'm not sure if I have those things in my classroom right now. I may. So tomorrow, before we do this, I may dig through the bin and see what I've got.
I can look too and see if I have anything. Pretty. I think she went to get her glitter glue.
The glitter glue?
Yeah,
Ooh,
not glitter glue, just
nice. Just plain glue so that you can put some fanciness on there. All right, I don't know. I'm getting to the point where I don't know what to do anymore.
I can get glitter, but you'd have to tape for me for a minute.
If you just hold tight for a minute.
Or just let Grammy finish in
Yep, we're gonna finish. So I'm gonna reuse my straw from the one I did in school,
there. All right.
just to make this quick. Take your straw.
More glues.
Tape it.
I'll get the glitter in a
Tape
minute.
it. So you could do a straw or a pencil. Either one is fine. You're gonna tape it to your tube. And then you slide the disc.
How cool.
I don't know if you can see in there.
Yep. Yeah, I can. Oh, it looks awesome.
Isn't that cool?
That's so cool.
That is what you're going to try to do while I am not here today. Good luck. Another thing that works out really well, just to keep this piece from sliding in and out while you're trying to look through it. If you just put a little piece of tape right here, it won't blur your vision, and it'll allow you to use it without it sliding.
There's
Okay,
this,
so
yeah, it's golden, silver.
as you can see, this one is much more beautiful than the one that I did.
There it is.
Yes, this one is much prettier with the glitter. I love the sparkle. And this is just a preview because it's not really dry enough to do. So it's a little awkward right now, but really, really pretty. That extra sparkle. Nice.